Hey, good morning. It's Tom Llewellyn and Civil, and the Purple Party, the guys in the middle of the refs, right? Hey, I wanted to go over the strategy. We talked about our government is a laggard, not only in its adversarial leadership, the programs it does are either not funded well enough and lacks a tax base to pay for them, or they're just not performing the way they should. Our business processes are vastly complex, right? And our IT infrastructure is built for another century. But I want to focus, today on strategy and walk through, those things we can do to fix and repair the things that aren't up to snuff, right? So we can grow the economy faster. If China's that number one problem and we have to grow faster to keep them at bay so they don't wind up literally, putting us under their thumb, which they very much want to do, then we have to grow faster. And these programs that we're going to try to repair will do that. And let me just walk through them so you know what the next videos will be about. So the primary financial problem in America is a retirement system. It's underfunded, $50 trillion by the Social Security Administration's conservative estimates regarding life expectancy. More realistic ones, life expectancy increases, will probably put it around 100 trillion. So we want to address that. We want to address education. 2/3 of the students in the United States aren't fundamentally prepared for this century. They're not proficient in math, science, English, writing, whatever. They won't cut it, literally. 2/3 of our schools, we've got to change that. This is a big mission, because if our human capital is too low, China wins automatically. And that also then affects our poverty programs also, which are underperforming. They've never really reduced poverty, and it's a war we need to fix. We need to have a real war and win, right? Simplicity and innovation in government is dead. We got to figure out how to institutionalize both. We need an immigration program that brings not only the best and brightest, but brings entrepreneurs here to start their businesses that'll scale internationally, produce lots of employment. We've always done well at that. We're doing less well this century. We need to do better. So we need to focus on bringing those people here to expand our economy, help expand it, right? We need a new way to ensure our finance, our healthcare. We have the most expensive method you can pick in a PPO and HPO. So we'll have some alternatives there. And then finally, and maybe kind of intriguingly, we need to fix the infrastructure, not the roads necessarily. The states could probably do that. We need to give that back to them and let them deal with it with the federal money we're taking. Just leave it here and have them fix this. But the IT infrastructure, the government has the most data of any entity in the world, and it's mostly dark. You can't get at it. And we can't get at it. We don't know how we're doing. If we can't see, neither can the people in Congress, right? So we need to fix it. There's a program for that. And then finally, we need to come together in an inspirational space program. We need to kind of ramp up. We need to do like we did in the 60s, and it really brought us all together. But here's what's vastly important. We keep talking about STEM programs. We have a reason for kids to want to get into STEM. And the space program did that in the 60s. It also delivered huge amounts of innovation. So I've read more than a few articles that said for each dollar invested in space program, we get $10 back. That's amazing. It's probably the only government program that ever did that. So we need to refocus there, get us all on the same page, have us something to cheerlead about, but get our kids pointed back to the sciences, where economics says ideas are the generators of new dollars, new wealth. Science is the deal, guys, so we need to focus there and get our kids interested as well. So that's the overall strategy. Doing those 8 things, getting those right, will help us increase economic growth from 2.5% to 4.5% if we did them all. If we did just part of them, we'd probably get over 4%. So we help keep China at bay. We help keep our children from not being under the thumb of China. Those would be big deals. Anyway, I'm Tom. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.